Alright guys, it's pretty cold out tonight. It's December 24th, 2017. I just wanted to show you guys something. I know a lot of people are maybe a little bit scared of electrolysis or whatnot, so my goal to turn this guy in to something that looks like this. When I initially found this, there was no holes that I could visibly see. It was just a big chunk of iron. And with electrolysis, it'll get rid of all the active rust and everything on the piece, and it'll allow you to enjoy the artifacts that you find. So I'll show you how I put together my little electrolysis setup, and maybe you guys can put something together to clean up your stuff. First thing you'll need is a low voltage power supply. I had this 12-volt power supply just sitting around, so I thought I'd use that. I've heard of people using even like cell phone chargers that they've converted and everything. Electrolysis, I've never had any problems, but I guess when you mix electricity and water, you can run into some issues. The key is just to be safe and don't be an idiot when you're dinking around with this kind of stuff. You'll also need some baking soda. This acts as a catalyst in the water to break down all the crap. You'll also need a non-conductive container. This happens to be the lid off of a blank CD case thing, so you don't want to use any of your wife's good Tupperware. You'll get in crap. I made that mistake before. You'll also need a sacrificial piece of metal of some sort. You're going to want to not use aluminum or copper, as it can outgas and really give you some bad throat stuff. So I just am going to use this old file here that I've had sitting around. It's not very good. So the next thing I'm going to do here, depending on the piece, you can do a couple different things. If it's something that you can fill in a little hole and whatnot, it's probably best if you can drill a little hole, insert some sort of screw, and attach your electrode to that. I'm going to do something a little different here. I'm going to wrap this piece up in this wire and then connect the wire to the electrode. So hopefully that'll work. I may have to redo it, but we're going to give her a go. Alright, so I added the baking soda, and there's really no measurement that I use for a ratio or anything. I just dump what I would consider enough in it. So just give that a stir, and then we can start putting this stuff together. Alright, so I wired the file, or whatever you choose to use, to the side. It's important that your piece and whatever you're using as an electrode or waste piece don't touch within the water, because that's really where the magic and the science happens. Okay, so the super important thing here is that you hook the negative terminal up to your relic. You don't want to put the positive one there, otherwise it will become the waste piece and it'll just dissolve and you'll have nothing left. Alright, so I'll turn it on and let's see what happens. Science! Just an update after about 10 minutes. I decided that I was going to drill a little hole and put the screw in. So once it's all cleaned up, I can just take it to work, throw a little spot weld in there and file it off, and you'll never know it was there. It's still cooking. And there you have it. That is a lot cleaner than it was before. I know I could probably use a few more hours in there, but I'll probably end up taking a wire brush to it. See, there's a little hole I drilled. Wire brush, maybe some sandpaper, put a little shine on it, and then hit it with some clear coat, and then it's done.